Hey guys, it's getting to year end again, 2025, when you're recording or watching this recording. I want to talk about gift cards, okay? Why you should stop buying these things. This is Amazon I've got here. I've got this one as well. It's called One for All. And then there's this as well from iTunes, okay? All like very, very top firms, okay? Top banks. I mean, if you go to any store on your way out after you've bought what matters in life, okay, food, grocery for people you love, for yourself, you stop buying this crap. Yeah, I'll call them what it is. They're pieces of paper, they're junks that mean nothing, but you put real money on. Okay, so I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't buy these things, why you should be careful with them. Okay, and especially at this period, just give people you love money. Don't give these things. Okay, why am I saying this? Who am I? So I'm the CEO of Oruka. Oruka is a smart payment ring. You allow users tap to pay. So this is money, right? This is effectively you put money on the ring. If you put $100 on our app, which is a banking app, that means you can tap to pay $100. What if you don't spend the $100? You can tap to pay $90, $20 in any store. Do you get what is happening here, right? In any store, you can go into Apple, you can go on a train, you can go into your local Applebee's, if you're in Apple, or in Tesco's, wherever you are in the world, you can tap to pay for these. So these you can only use in Amazon. This you can only use in One for All, which just gives you a name of the store. So you have to find the exact store where you are to use this. And this as well, same thing, uses iTunes. So you have to find the exact iTunes stores where you can use it. Only in this store. So I'm going to ask you the question, why would you do this to anyone you love? If you really hate them, give them this. If you love them, don't. Okay? Just give them cash. Don't give them a ring. Or give them a Visa card. Visa actually have their own card. And if you have a Visa card or a MasterCard, which is just a card like this, give them that. Give them $50, $100. Let them spend that anywhere they want. But don't lock them to iTunes. Again, I've got nothing against Apple. I'm using an Apple recording device here on my phone, right? But, let's look at this, right? These guys, in terms of these gift cards, 21 million last year. Billion, sorry, would it be? 21 billion of gift cards went unused last year. Not used, gone, bin. Like, where did it go? It went to the companies. So if you give a gift card, there's a 20% likelihood that the person is not going to use it. Again, I'm using this now because this has been in our wardrobe or my locker for ages. Okay, it's a gift. Haven't used it. We're probably going to expire in the next few months. So we're getting to holiday season. Please, guys, be very careful. Okay, be careful what you give out and know who's benefiting, right? So when you give this and these guys don't use it, it's a pure profit to Amazon. So when this card is not used, Amazon has just received pure cash of $50. So pounds. Yeah, this is pounds. I got this in the UK. £50 have just gone to Amazon where it wasn't used. It wasn't a piece of paper. You can't claim this back. There are some apps that will let you sell it today. So for $50, I can go to an app and sell it for maybe with a spread, right? So you can sell it for $45. But really, is that what you want to do? That's my point. Is that what you want the person you gift to do? That's what we need to think about, guys. And hopefully this holiday people think about it. I'm not trying to say that you're lazy, right? If you want to give a gift and you're not sure what the person wants, right? Here's an advice. Just give them something generic that they can use. Don't lock them to Amazon. There's a few things they can buy from Amazon, but if they see that stuff cheaper somewhere else, they're stuck with Amazon and they have to keep the card somewhere. And I've just given you a 20% likelihood they're not even going to use it because it's going to go missing. You have to go to the store to buy it. This is even worse. So these guys make billions every year. Last year, I'm looking at last year, they made 20-something billion. Yeah? So this guy just made money for nothing, like of not use. Again, one thing is, if you go in and use this card, then it's okay because you've used it. But what happens 9 times out of 10, you go there, you give them cash immediately, they give you a piece of paper, you put in a card to the people you love, they have to go into that store somewhere to use it. Okay, and there's what's called breakage and slippage, right? So breakage and slippage is basically what's left after this. So if you give $50, guess how much the person spends? They don't spend $50, they spend $49 or $48. $2 free has gone to these guys. Oh, wait a minute. They spend $52 or $55 because they're trying to look good and not be cheap. You've just given them free cash. So who have you given the cash? You've not given it. You've just given them a free customer based on a voucher that they did nothing against, that there was an 80% likelihood that they would have gotten the money as well anyway. So I've got nothing against these guys. Again, Amazon, they're a big company. They've got trillions. But my point is, please don't give them free money. if you want to spend something with them, spend something with them and let them give you a product. So if you go to Amazon and buy $100 worth of stuff, pay $100, get your change back, move on. But if you go ahead and you buy this for $100 and you buy a voucher for $100, the person you're giving $100 to will never spend $100 because it's always going to be above or below $100. That breakage or slippage is free money to Amazon. Okay, and to me that makes no sense, but no one's thinking about that, especially during this period with these cards, right? So please, there's a lot of unused cards. I've got some numbers here which I actually put down, okay, because I've got nothing against this guy as well. I'm gonna say Starbucks, effectively, what this is, Starbucks is almost like a bank. I don't have a Starbucks card, but Starbucks is like a bank. They made so much money that they made more money from just unused cards than banks. So people were going in and giving 1.8 billion. Again, we're banking up, we're not even close to that. A local bank is not up to 1 billion. I can tell you my local bank here, possibly they are 200, 300 million. Amazon has made they've made 2 billion last year on gift cards. Starbucks 1.85 billion or just on gift card balances. So that's a balance. Let me explain what a balance is, right? So if you go in, you give them cash, they give a piece of paper at Starbucks, okay? If you give them $100, okay, you've given them $100 pure cash, okay? But they've given you a piece of paper. This piece of paper is worthless. If Starbucks went down next year, they went down just in January, say, hey, we're not doing business anymore. You can't do anything with that piece of paper. You can't claim it back. If we went down, you can go to Amazon, you can go to MasterCard, you can claim this money back. Again, as a fintech regulated entity, we are obliged to make sure we give a customer back. We segregate customers' money with our ring. The same thing with your app as well. So if you have a fintech app, there's money on it, and the company goes down, they're obliged to give you back that money, or you take them to court. And they must give you back the money. Okay, you come first before the employees, before any creditors. You must give your money back. These guys don't have to because they give you a piece of paper. This piece of paper is worthless. Look, just read the terms and conditions. So if you give them $50 or $100, that's just free money that's sitting on their balance sheet and they've given you a piece of paper. In future, you can go claim the money back, but that's free balance that's sitting there. And that's what the 1.85 is. That's about, I'm kidding, that's about 300 million people that have given them just cash to say, there you go. Someone I love is going to spend $100 at some point next year. I'm giving you the cash right now. Those guys can go ahead and invest that money while you're stuck. I mean, why don't you just give the person that you're giving the money to cash so they can invest it? Because what happens then, Amazon goes ahead, receives the money, right? Or Starbucks goes to receive the money and then they invest it. And then now they're getting and earning returns. Like I said, Starbucks, 1.65 billion. If you put that in a high yield savings account, just a boring high yield savings account, you're getting 3% on that money. And 9 times out of 10, whoever I give it to would not spend it the next day. They don't spend it 2 days after. They don't spend it 1 month after. So imagine if they spend it 3 months later. They've just made 3/4 of the 2-point-something% that they would get on a bank. I hope I'm not using a lot of jargons here, right? It's just, this is common sense. This is what people don't think about when they give these things out, okay? That when you're giving them free money right now, and the company is going ahead and investing that free cash right now, and then your loved one would spend the money in a few months later. So you're out of money in terms of the earnings, because you would have left that cash for you. You're out of money. The person you love is out of money, okay? And then there's a 20% likelihood that the person would actually lose the card. So then Amazon ends up taking the money for free. That's my problem this morning. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee now and I'm going to relax a little bit. But please, this is a holiday season. When next you go past any store and you see these cards, avoid them. Avoid them because this is the biggest scam. So people talk about, the phone call. Everyone knows that on YouTube, right? There's a phone call in India where they try and scam you and then ask for iTunes and ask for different gift cards, okay? That's scam. We know that. But this is the biggest scam because we're talking of billions here. This is billions that's just sitting there. They're selling every day in front of you. In fact, they're perpetuating the billions because if you get scammed with those gift cards, you don't get it back. You don't get the money back. They tell you it's gone. But they're selling the gift cards. They're getting victims to sell the gift cards. I'm going to have a whole video about that one. That's separate. That's a separate conversation. The liability for that. You're obliged to do KYC. If someone steals your money, okay, or steals your ring, and then spends that money, we would have to return it. These guys don't have to return anything. If you just, 5,000 on a gift card, you call it and they spend it, it's gone. iTunes will tell you, sorry, they don't know where the money is. Amazon will tell you they don't know where the money is. And there's nothing you can do. Compared to an actual bank or a fintech, then we need to explain, we need to investigate, we need to give you the cash back immediately. Okay, guys. Again, I hope I've made that clear, right? Please, this is immediate cash to these people, and they have no obligation other than this piece of paper or plastic. I think this is plastic here. So you have a plastic card that they put on the inside with the code, and that's all they've given you. That's it. And then when you go, you put in the code, and then it becomes money. Then it's not real money, because until you spend it, it's not real money. And when you spend, you give them more money, or you don't spend everything. Okay. So please, guys, I'm going to stop there for now to avoid ranting on a bit too much. But this is a global problem, okay? Please, if you love anyone this Christmas, go buy them what they want, give them cash, and this doesn't apply, go to a small store and use the voucher there. So if you've got a small store in a Pizza Hut that you know the person really, really loves pizza, then give them that. That makes sense. If you know the person really loves a shirt, okay? I love my shirts, by the way. If someone has a shirt and they love the shirt, go get them a lovely, Savio's Row voucher, because that person is specific about that and they're going to use it. So that doesn't apply here. So if there's anyone watching this and you love someone and you know the person loves this particular brand, then buy a voucher for that brand. That's very different, because those are small brands and those are things that you actually want to encourage business with. You don't encourage business with these guys. They already have enough money. They don't need your business. Amazon doesn't need your business. So there's no point giving them a voucher. Same to iTunes. They don't need your business. So don't give them free money more than they already have. They already have trillions. So why give them more? So I'm going to stop there for now without ranting. Guys, enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the season. Join us with Orukka. Order orukka.com, ORUKKA, where smart payment ring will allow you tap to pay. Imagine if you had a bank and the bank doesn't give you a card, it gives you a ring. That's what we do. I think Amex actually do that. Amex do it for their Centurion customers. They do it for like their top-end customers. They give them bands. That's what they do, by the way. They give them bands, and then they say, there you go, it's a Prada band. That's all you get. And it must be a Centurion. We're doing it to everyone. So everyone that comes to us, order your ring, order your app, order the ring. It comes with done, set, customized to you. Any questions, just let us know on the app as well, and we'll address them. Welcome and enjoy the holidays, guys. See you in the next one.